So here at Autodesk Research, we look at new technologies, new ideas, and find ways that these could benefit our customers through fundamental and applied research.
So this project represents the convergence between architecture, engineering, and construction software and our manufacturing software.
The challenge we're trying to address is to look at materials that are more sustainable, but also perform the same or better than the materials we use today.
We want to have additive manufactured, big-scale parts or formwork, and where we can work with sustainable materials, upcycling materials, ultra-lightweight materials.
So what's really special about the collaboration with Additive Tectonics is that they combine multiple different manufacturing processes. So they use the large-scale additive technology, but they also use their own robot technology to reinforce the part and make it stronger.
We can use the benefits of additive manufacturing and reducing the weight, reducing the CO2 emission, which is a big point in the building industry.
One of the main reasons Portland cement or steel rebar has been used for so long is because we understand it really well.
But it's carbon intensive to produce. 4% of the world's carbon emissions comes from the production of concrete.
And what we see in the back, so this is kind of the demonstrator, and this combines a new technology, the STA technology, with a new material that we developed in the past. This is Echone wood.
So we use beechwood, but it's not just any beechwood, it's basically beechwood that's normally not used in construction and that is labeled waste material.
We are using a powder bed printing system. It's called SCA, Selective Cement Activation.
So our beechwood gets mixed with the magnesium oxide in the beginning, and then we just spray salt water on top of that. We have 2,500 nozzles in our printer that get activated. Then the salt water basically penetrates through a layer and starts activating the magnesium oxide that's inside the powder.
Particle bed binding is a process of 3D printing which is kind of similar to binder jet printing, but what companies like Additive Tectonics has done is really scaled this up to a construction scale.
Our Echone wood is very sustainable, but at the same time it's extremely lightweight. So our density is below 1, which means it floats in water, and it's very porous. Acoustic waves can travel through and they get absorbed by the material.
While it might not be the strongest material, it creates the basis for more complex geometries to be created.
We had to combine it with a very load-carrying material, and for that we developed a novel type of structural material, which is called a geopolymer.
What this allows is for a very strong, resilient material to be created. The challenge here is it's very brittle, and so what we need to do is reinforce it. The challenge with geopolymers is they don't play nicely with steel. So we started experimenting with the use of basalts, but ended up landing with flax fibers.
With the flexible fibre we're using, that gave us the opportunity to experiment with more automated ways of laying the reinforcement down. We've been exploring using a robot winding system. So in our case, we've 3D printed pins into the part which allow us to wind the fibre reinforcement into the part.
Through software, you actually don't just simulate it, but you also create a geometry that pictures these functions in the parts themselves. So it's a lot like nature. Like you use the material where it actually is needed and you leave it away where you actually don't need it.
So we start off with our design and then we conduct structural simulation, and that then gives us a map of where the high tension zones are. With our software we then generate a path for the fibre to be wound.
It's a crucial, very important and very magical step where you basically stop only thinking about the geometry that it can be in the end, but you also think of all of the functions that the building part has to do.
There's always that tension point between architects and construction engineers. What this technology enables is this freedom of geometry. Architects can imagine incredible structures that can be physically made.
Well, Autodesk is of course a great partner for digitalization, and they're really at the forefront of what software can do. And as 3D printing is basically the tool to make something digital become real, we need a strong tool set to be able to make these parts and to generate these geometries that can be way more performative.
We've only scratched the surface on all of these technologies, including sustainability. What we've been able to prove is that we don't have to resort to straight lines. We can make complex geometries, we can reinforce them, and we can make them trustworthy to incorporate into our structures.
We think through these new technologies, we actually can provide services and functions that you could not before do. We are really working on the future of construction.